Hey everyone, thank you so much for sticking around. How awesome was that? They were great.
Oh, please.
Well, for everyone tuning in, we are Cleveland.com, and you are listening to another Cleveland Sessions sponsored by Miller Lite, and we are back here at Music Box Supper Club. And today we've got Braxton and Charity here with us today. We are super excited. Obviously, we're in front of a live studio audience, and they were just amazing here. We had a great show tonight, as you can hear. We're especially excited to have them. We've been big fans of you guys for a long time. They were on our 2016 Bands to Watch. And so they've just had more and more momentum as the years gone by. So, we would love to hear a little bit about you guys just from the start, where everything began. So if you guys can tell us just a little bit about, I know you were doing some solo stuff to begin with, but how did everything kind of come together with you guys?
Well, I used to play like a bunch of sandwich shops and bars and restaurants and stuff like that, just like on like lunch hour shifts and everything like that while I was in college. And when you're just like playing at 12 o'clock downtown and people are taking breaks and stuff like that, they're not trying to hear, like me over here playing like Hendrix or something like that. Like, they're not here for that. So I kind of just wanted to get people to I wanted to do a thing where people wanted to listen, this shit, man. This is so cool. And so I started to just kind of look for people to be in the band and everything like that. And I had a really good friend, Trevor Adams, who did a little demo of with him on guitar and vocals, and then Charity, and I heard her voice and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, man, I gotta know her. I need that woman in my life. And it was funny enough, I kind of knew people around her. She was dating a man named Marco Ciafani. Yeah, you might know him. He had a band called the Moxies, and goddamn, they were good. And I saw her outside at the grog shop, and I was like, I love your voice. Would you be in a band with me? And she said, yeah. And I
was so nervous and insecure. I was like 17. I was like, okay, sure.
Right. And so then we kind of did a little bit of Craigslist shopping, and we didn't get murdered, so that was a good sign. And we ran into my man Randall Hoyle back there, who was on trumpet and horns at Hessler Street Fair. Yeah. And then, oh my God, thank you. Whiskey and ginger ale is good for you. But anyway, just shopping around and kind of asking around and listening and everything like that, and we just kind of put the band together. And then we decided on the name Samfox, and then we played our first show June 2013, right? June 13. 2013. Wow.
2015.
June 13, 2015.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, anyway, we played our first show, and then the rest was that. So, and now we're here.
Well, it's no surprise. I didn't know that about, you guys and the connection you have, but anyone who sees you on stage can kind of tell that energy as well. So, you said 2013-ish was when your first show was, but
2015. He said 2013, but he meant
I said 2013, but damn, I've been drinking a bunch of these tonight. So. What is time anyway but a man-made concept shit?
But your first EP where it all kind of started was The Fields, which is 2016.
Yeah.
We have some fans here. But 2017, in the past year or so, we've heard a couple new singles from you guys. And these guys are maybe a little bit modest, but I remember when The Fields came out, and that was a big deal. Everyone was talking about it. And I think, with how many members you have in your band, it's no small group over here. There's so many different kind of influences and different sounds that you guys encompass, and I think that kind of went a big way to, all the buzz that you guys got, because in any city, but especially like Cleveland, there's kind of scenes that are siloed off, but I was like, Samfox, you cannot put in a corner. Like, everybody I knew was talking about this. They just loved you across different kind of fan bases. So, I was kind of hoping you could take us back just, behind the scenes in the studio when you guys are songwriting, and just talk a little bit about that process and, any influences that you guys bring in too, and how, it's a big group. So how do you guys work together and come up with this stuff?
Well, believe it or not, when you're working with 7 people at a time, you don't always agree on everything like that. But
surprise, surprise.
For the most part, like all of the first songs, like on that EP, the Feels EP, were songs that I had written doing the solo stuff and everything like that. And then, me and Charity kind of co-wrote "Go and Get Gone." That was her song on there. And from there it was like, we got a feel of it. We got a feel of the feels. No, and we kind of loved it. And Charity, started to write, and everybody kind of just made, all 6 people who were in the band kind of made the band an extension of themselves. So, everybody was Samfox, and that was cool as fuck.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's kind of like, I think, not to interrupt you, but I did it.
You did interrupt.
I think that's kind
rude.
of, I love that about our band, because everybody, me and Braxton are like the main songwriters. We'll bring a song to the band like separately, and then they'll take it and just run with it. So like when I wrote like Baby Blues, it was so dry and so just But no, it was not at all what it is now, because we brought it to the band, and they trumpet took all its stuff, and guitar solos and like drumming and everything. Like everyone like made it a Samfox song. It wasn't just like me and Braxton wrote it or I wrote it and here's our song. It wouldn't sound the way it does without the whole band.
And let me just say, like, everybody in the band plays their role,
Exactly, yeah.
It's not just like me and her up here, because if it was, we'd just be crying and wearing like silver leather and shit like that. That's what we would want to do. We would just want to be flashy as fuck. But man, like, I couldn't be in Samfox without Randall Hoyle. Randall Hoyle, like he makes us sound good. He refines things.
Yes.
We just added a Keen drums. Man, that kid is energetic as all get out, dude. Like,
it's amazing.
Morgan Fox, dude, the guy on bass, man. I never had somebody talk to me so knowledgeably about music, bro. Like, I wish that I could go back and he could just tell me about life, like how he has told me about music. And am I missing anybody? It's a lot of people in that band.
It's a lot of people.
Did you say Morgan?
I just said Morgan.
You said Morgan?
Yeah. Shout out to John. Anyway, that's just an insider for our Samfox. Anyway, and James Carroll, man, that guy, you might not know who he is, but you've been to all of his festivals. If you ever been to Ingenuity Fest, if you've ever been to the Beachland, man. If you ever seen us somewhere, man, he has something to do with it. So
he is kind of a behind-the-scenes magician, and happens to be in the audience tonight.
He's also a father figure, so great.
He is a father figure.
But
He's our dad.
Absolutely. Well, when you're writing these new songs, obviously you've got 2 new songs out, and I think anyone who's seen you or watches these videos can kind of see your stage energy. So has performing these songs live over the past couple years kind of shaped the way that you guys are writing songs too?
I would definitely say for sure. I mean, when we play live, we want to party with you. We don't want you to just feel like you're at a show. I know there's like tables and stuff and like fine dining and everything like that, but bruh, if y'all would have all pushed these tables back and started pushing each other, bro, we would have loved that. But I also felt your energy just from just sitting down too, and that's the whole thing. We write these songs deliberately and with so much feeling and all of that. We get to express during the show. So when we write a song, we would want to be able to perform that live and really feel it. Like, we could see it in our heads, at a time. Like, oh, shit, right during that bridge, we're going to get them and make them fall in love with us and everything like that. So, yeah.
You've got these 2 new songs out recently over the last year or so. And obviously you have some fans. As soon as you said the feels, people were cheering. So they know a little bit of what to expect. We've heard a couple new songs. But, what have kind of been your influences over the last couple years while you're writing these new songs? You mentioned being downtown, playing Hendrix, things like that.
Yeah.
You have a very distinct rock and roll blues sound. So what, over the last couple years, have you been kind of drawing from, and how's the band kind of evolved?
Well, for me, I would say a lot of just Cleveland bands around us, because getting into this scene has been so amazing, and all of our friends who are in it have just welcomed us from literally the second we got into the scene. And we are constantly, I mean, we have our own inspirations. I'm a super huge fan of Amy Winehouse. He's a huge fan of Jimi Hendrix, and we have all of our, those are the main ones. There's a lot more, but wait, who's that? But mainly, I think the biggest influences for us, if I can speak for both of us, have just been the bands we're playing with every night and people who are around and after parties and all that stuff. It's we're around musicians all the time, and they are constantly inspiring us and having us sing on records and all this stuff, and they're on our records and everything like that. So I think that would probably be the biggest inspiration, honestly.
Sure.
And so what have been some of your favorite shows? You guys are just hitting the road. You've been playing all around town, different festivals. What's been some of your favorite show experiences and different places to play?
You know that one.
Man, we just play Grand Rapids in Michigan. Shout out if you ever been to Michigan.
Shout out.
Shout out to Michigan.
We love Michigan. Chicago.
We played Chicago. That was really fun. But I think all of our favorite big time shows have been the ones that we played here in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We're with our family, y'all. So and I think that it's more than. I think that when you come to our shows, it's more than just our performance, but the energy that's there. That's a spectacle in itself. We played on my birthday last year with the Modern Electric, and
that was fun.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. The answer is yes. I did get fucked up actually.
It was wasted. That was so
But
fun.
I think, we played with Welshly Arms here in Cleveland, and we played with the Moxies, and we played with Modern Electric, and a bunch of other friends.
Laurel Live was one of our favorites.
Laurel Live was when we were bruh, we here, we made it, but not really. We definitely went to work on Monday.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we saw Gary Clark Jr. one time backstage, and I was just I pretended to work there. I don't know why. I was just do you need anything? I was I'm playing here with you. Anyway, yeah.
You guys are releasing this more single format, so just kind of wrap things up. What can we expect from you guys coming up in the future?
Yeah, we just
so many things are happening. It's
so
hard to pick.
we want to rebrand. We want to grow, and we want to keep doing what we're doing, and we want to keep getting better. So we recorded three songs, and we're gonna release them as singles. The next release is going to be on my birthday weekend. So come out for the birthday, boy. It's going to be lit. No, but for real, come to that show. And we're going to drop it. We played it tonight. It's called Breathe. And it's October 5th. And we're going to drop a video. And we're going to have some new visuals as far as logos and things like that. And you could just stay tuned from there, man. It's going to be cool.
We got a lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah. You think you like us now.
Just wait. Well, thank you guys both so much for being here tonight for Cleveland Sessions. You'll be able to tune into all of these on cleveland.com. Stay tuned for the next ones, and thank you guys so much again.
Thank you.